Good morning, everyone. Myself Sai Anaga and my team member is Supriya. Today we are going to discuss about the C standard library for input and output, that is stdio.h. So the content for this presentation is introduction, and we have explained the printf and a scanf using examples. Going into our introduction part, in a C programming, the standard library for input and output is stdio.h, which stands for a standard input-output header. As we all know, at the starting of a program, we write the standard library function stdio.h. This library provides function for reading input from a keyboard, that is stdin, and writing output to the screen, that is stdout. Some of the commonly used functions from this library include printf, which is used to display output on the screen, and scanf, which is used to read input from the keyboard, getchar, used to read a single character from the keyboard, putchar, used to display a single character on the screen, fgets, used to read a line of a text from the keyboard, fputs, used to display a line of a text on the screen, and some other library functions include gets and a getche, which is used to read a group of characters from the keyboard. Going into a detail about the printf, this printf is a function in a C programming language that is used to print a formatted output to the standard output stream, that is stdio out. It stands for a print formatted. The printf function takes a format string as its first argument, followed by any number of additional arguments, which are values to be formatted according to the format string. Here is a basic example of how a printf function is used. First hashtag include stdio.h. It is a library function which contains the scanf and input as printf functions. And next is we write a main function. In this program, we have taken a variable num, which is of a int data type, and a pi, which is of a float data type, and a letter, which is of a character data type. And using a printf function, we are printing those those variables values. That is the value printf, the value of a num is %d /in comma num, which means the %d is used for an integer data type. And next is a %f is used for printing this float data type, and %c is used for printing this character data type. So using a printf function, we are displaying the value of the each variable, that is num, pi, and letter, and return 0, and here ends the program. In this example, as I mentioned in the above case, the %d is used for printing an integer value. %f is a format specifier for a floating type value, and %c is a format specifier for a character value. So printf function replaces each format specifier in the format string with a corresponding argument provided after the format string. It then prints the resulting string to the standard output. The printf can be used with a variety of format specifiers to format different types of data, and it supports various formatting options for controlling the width, precision, alignment, and other aspects of the output.
Hello, my name is Supriya. So I'll be going to continue with the next topic, which is scanf. So basically, scanf is a function in programming language used to read formatted input from the standard input stream. It is used to read data from the user or from a file and store that input in variables of different data types. We need to know the importance that scanf has some limitations and vulnerabilities, especially when reading strings. Proper input validation and error handling should be done when using scanf to prevent issues like buffer, overflow, or unexpected behavior. Let us take an example and see that what are the functions of like how the printf and scanf works. So in this function, in this example, the program promotes the user to enter a number The scanf function is then used to read the number that the user enters. And the AND operator is used to pass the address of the num variable to the scanf function. This tells the scanf function where to store the number that the user enters. The printf function is then used to print the number that the user entered. Example, we've seen how printf and scanf works. Printf prints the entered input and the scanf takes the main parameters. The format specifier, which specify the type of the data that will be read. For example, %d for the integers and %f for the floating point numbers, %c for the characters and %s for the integers, and there are so many. The address of the variable where the input will be stored. This is done using the AND operator. So let us summarize the printf and scanf functions. There are the two commonly used functions in the programming language for input and output operations. Printf is used for outputting data to the console or the terminal window, while scanf is used for inputting the data from the console or the terminal window. The return type for both the printf and scanf is the int. The format specifiers used to specify the format of the output data is for the printf, and the format specifier used to specify the format of the input data for the scanf. Thank you.